Hi, welcome to this channel on magnetic energy technology principles applications. This video is about quantum mechanics. Just another quick glimpse into research being funded by your tax dollars. We're talking hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars going into this etheric magnetic technology and this model. And so it's just one of those things to be aware of. And of course, I never present too much information, too much detail for safety reasons. So I just gotta, gotta watch out. I don't want to get in trouble. So when your model includes like open systems and interdimensional processes and like continuous etheric magnetic energy pressure exchange between dimensions and nearly infinite subatomic encoding and variations and event pulsing, then quantum mechanics makes perfect sense. And not only that, but this etheric magnetic model gives you the ability to fully utilize quantum mechanical processes for all kinds of cool stuff like free energy technology and stuff. So like, for example, if you consider like the event pulse, and I've talked about this in other videos, being like the primary mechanism that regulates the sequentiality of events, then quantum superposition, it makes perfect sense. And so even at the subatomic level, through interdimensional excursions, the subatomic components must be ready to express themselves or manifest in a variety of options. So you've got all these subatomic components that are essentially waiting, if you will, to manifest into our dimension. And so the subatomic encoding ensures that the molecular structures don't overlap or conflict with each other in our dimension. And so you've got this beautiful organizational system of our universe that manifests basically in using quantum superposition to then express itself in our dimension. So at higher dimensions, events are simultaneous, okay, which is why quantum interactions appear to be independent of time, and that's really important. So one key to superposition is understanding that all the potentials are available to us at any given moment. That's really important. And so this like impacts quantum computing. So for example, once quantum computing moves to neutrons instead of electrons and embraces the science of infinitely deep subatomic core structures, data processing will be etherically based and computing speeds will be there'll be quadrillions of data points per petosecond, and that will assist us in basically beyond light speed travel, communication, and so much more. Like we're talking like real time holodeck type of technology. So now for wave particle duality, it's important to consider the role that the etheric field plays in reactions. So the etheric field responds to reactions such as light, primarily through pulse disturbances and like spiral wave disturbances. So those appear like particles and waves to our conventional technology and our conventional monitoring systems and analysis. So depending on the medium and the source reaction and the etheric interferences, the manifestations will respond accordingly. So like source reactions could be something that's electronically based or something that's like fire type of based, like heat based or magnetically based. So depending on your like how your source reaction is, will instigate how the etheric field responds to the initial reaction, whether it's like in a pulse type of pattern or whether it's what scientists call a wave type of pattern. So now, any type of observation, any type, so whether it's through a camera or through a person or through whatever, any type of observation immediately instigates etheric joining or uniting in the coding to create coherence for the observer. So when we try to observe something, we are immediately impacting the etheric field around us, and the etheric encoding responds at it instantaneously. So this is, basically that can manifest as the appearance of the pulse manifestation, or what we would call like, and that looks like light behaving as a particle versus like a wave manifestation. So the double slit experiment, for example, it makes perfect sense when you factor in the etheric field and encoding, and how observation plays a role in that. So it's all of that can be perfectly explained in this model. So one key to utilizing the power of wave-particle duality, as it's been labeled, is understanding the role that neutral magnetic fields play in producing pulse reactions for communication, for transportation, for energy distribution beyond space and time. So that whole idea of duality, as it's being called, it's the idea of working with the etheric field and understanding that the pulse expression through the etheric field is incredibly efficient compared to the spiral wave reaction. And so producing your reactions accordingly for whether it's traveling or communication or whatever, it makes a huge difference. And that's part of the lab analysis and lab experiments are how much faster and more efficient the pulse production in the wave in the etheric field is. And so that will totally change transportation and communication as we know it, as that becomes more embraced. Quantum entanglement is a fundamental process to the etheric magnetic model and the functioning of the universe. Of course, quantum entanglement is the phenomenon directly connected to interdimensional subatomic encoding. So the entanglement of subatomic components is an interdimensional attraction that takes place at a nearly infinite velocity without space-time involved. And so understanding quantum entanglement from the etheric magnetic point of view is necessary for producing unlimited free energy, for formulating, reformulating, and deformulating molecular structures or matter, and for traveling beyond the speed of light, and really so much more. So quantum entanglement is just fundamental to this process, and it's really important. Quantum tunneling is fully dependent on the etheric magnetic field, which easily transfers information and energy through objects. So in quantum tunneling, the scientific development that desperately needs to be released to universities from the government level and from private lab level is what they would call the neutrino-based magnetic pulsing that engages entanglement with quantum tunneling. So you're combining those two concepts, and that allows for the complete penetration of planets and stars with full information recovery through neutrino encoding. That's really huge. So basically what that means is like you're unlocking the true power of quantum tunneling from the etheric magnetic model, and you will enable scientists to fully analyze other solar systems, other galaxies, stars, and more in their current positions, in their true current positions, not by analyzing the light that we have here at our planet and out in the atmosphere with space telescopes, not by analyzing that light, but by analyzing the etheric reflections and encoding being released by other systems at their source. So we're seeing the light from other stars and solar systems and galaxies at their source, right where they're at, through this process of quantum tunneling and quantum entanglement. It's really important because it gives us real-time imaging right up close to other planets, other solar systems, other stars and everything. And then we get the real-time positions of where they currently are. And that is fundamental to space travel beyond light. So you kind of get the idea, like, I just wanted to show how like magnetic technology and like the etheric magnetic model, it can completely revolutionize our current understanding of experimental data and how we expound upon that data to unveil incredible discoveries and breakthroughs in science. So I hope you enjoyed that for that quick short video and it wasn't too confusing. Please send in any questions that you have, and I will see you again.